That brings us to the end of this tutorial. We've explored Facebook apps, a bit about how to use them, a great deal about how to develop them. To get more information, the first way is to go to the documentation at the bottom of almost every Facebook page is a link here to developers. This is open. You don't have to be logged into Facebook to get to this information. From here, there's a link to the developer app. You need to be logged in to get to the developer app, and you will need to use the developer app to create your own applications, because remember, you need two keys, an application key and a secret key that you get when you register your application. Part of that registration process is telling Facebook where you are going to be storing your files. The way Facebook app works is that Facebook provides the frame around a user's window, and you provide the information that's in the middle here on the canvas. These sections here at the top, the side, and the bottom are generated by Facebook, but the middle part is what you draw on your canvas. The information here comes from various places. It may come from a database that you create. It may come from an existing database that you have where you're integrating Facebook with a corporate or enterprise database so that people can use the Facebook interface to work with other sources of data. You can use Facebook's apps to promote a business, to provide a new way of getting in, to help the information in your database get out and be shared among people. Remember that Facebook has this very, very powerful feature, this Friends network, and that Facebook users, except for test developer accounts, Facebook users are real people. So that what you are bringing to bear when you use Facebook is access to real people and to the real friends of real people. And they can use Facebook's tools and integration points to share the information and the joys and sorrows that they have with life and Facebook data and data that's off Facebook. They can share through a variety of ways, through groups, through Facebook apps, through Facebook pages, through discussion groups, through email on Facebook, or from Facebook to other places. It's a very, very social environment, and you get to take advantage of that and to contribute to it as you write your own application with its integration points, so that with a single click of the mouse, someone can, for example, share information with friends. Just one click of the mouse, and I can now share this information, perhaps with a message, with friends of mine, and I can just select who I want to send it to. I can post information to my profile. It's a single click of the mouse, and that's what's so powerful, is this whole Facebook infrastructure of which you now are a part with your application. We've talked about the fact that your web server is providing this information here for the Canvas page. When someone goes to a Facebook URL, goes to an application on Facebook, what Facebook does is to send a message to your website and say, give me that page. For example, this page is index.php on my site that I registered for that application. So Facebook will go there, call this file. I will then generate code that goes back to Facebook, and Facebook will present it within this frame. We've also talked a little bit about Facebook Connect, which is sort of the reverse of the sharing that you've seen. You've seen how to create feed template stories so that when something happens in your application, you can share the news automatically with friends of the friend or the person's wall. So someone does something such as, say, in this case, browsing the pics, and sees one that seems to be sort of interesting, they can say, oh, I'd like to add that to my list of pics. That will generate a newsfeed story that will be visible, subject to security constraints and privacy settings, will be visible to my friends. If I just click, one click again sets this in motion, add to my pics, will automatically create news feed stories. From Facebook Connect, websites can generate, again, subject to privacy settings and logins, can generate newsfeed stories. And once they're there, then friends can view them, and they may be prompted to explore further. These newsfeed stories usually have links in them so that someone can get back either to the underlying data or to your application. All of those things that we've seen. We've seen the standard parts of the Canvas page, the fact that you use FBML, the Facebook markup language, to create this dashboard up here, that you use these links, you put about and help at the right, you put home, and there may be other links here. These are all standard Facebook FBML constructs. Tabs here, that's all Facebook FBML. So that's basically what we've looked at. There are many, many opportunities out there. Many ideas have been explored, but many, many more have not been explored. This is a sample application that has a lot in common with many, many applications because it has some data there, and the data is generated, it's created by users, and then it's voted on. We have picks here saying I'm interested in this, I'm not interested in this. That serves as a voting process so that people can see what's going on. When they come to this particular application, as is the case with many applications, the default homepage will show some of the data that waits inside. In this case, it's showing the most popular pick. Another commonly used strategy is to show a random item from the data that has been created by users. We've also seen how people log into Facebook and the fact that you can control which of your pages are seen by logged in users and which are not. For example, this page you can get to without logging in. There's nothing on here that requires a login. As soon as you go beyond it, you will need to log into Facebook. But exposing as much as possible of your application to the public without requiring them to log in is a wonderful tool to get people to try your application and then often to add it and to share it with their friends. Have a great time using Facebook. Have a great time developing for Facebook.